Selvaraj was very worried because his mother Padmam had not called him for a few days. She usually called him often, even if it was just for a small chat.
On September 26th, Padmam suddenly disappeared.
Her family started getting worried when they didn't hear from her. Meanwhile, Selvaraj's aunt, Palni Amma, was trying to reach her. But after many failed attempts, Palni Amma, who lived in Kallur, decided to check on her. On September 27th, when Palni Amma reached Padmam's house in Ellamkollam, she found it locked. She tried calling her again, but Padmam's phone was switched off. With no other choice, Palni Amma went to Kadavantra police station and filed a missing person report. While the police were investigating Padmam's case, they got a surprising news. Another woman, Roslyn from Kalladi, had also disappeared in the same way. What happened to these women? And how are these cases connected? This is the story of disappearance of Padmam and Roslyn. Now, two women were missing, Padmam and Roslyn. Padmam was from Dharmapuram district in Tamil Nadu. However, for the past 15 years, she had been living in Kochi with her family. 3 months before she went missing, due to her husband's health issues, her husband and their 2 sons returned to Tamil Nadu. Padmam used to do small jobs. But some people claim that 6 months ago she started selling lottery tickets. She lived alone in a small room in Ellamkollam. Now the other woman who has been missing, Roslyn, was from Thrissur. She had been living in Mattur with a man named Sajeesh. Over the past 6 years, they had moved from place to place, never really settling down. But Roslyn's life had not been easy. Almost 20 years ago, she walked away from her marriage, taking her 2 children with her. She started a new life. But things did not turn out as she had hoped. Her relationship with Sajeesh was troubled. Her daughter Manju, who worked in Uttar Pradesh, was worried about her mother. She claimed that Sajeesh often hit Roslyn. And then one day, Roslyn vanished. She was last seen on June 6th. Manju kept trying to reach her mother, calling again and again. But Roslyn never answered. After weeks of silence, fear crept in. She realized something was wrong. On August 18th, Manju couldn't wait any longer. She went to the Kalladi police station and filed a missing person report. The last time Manju saw her mother was in January, during her vacation. Manju claimed that she remembered her mother talking about her jewelry, that how she had given it all to Sajeesh. Later, Manju found out that Sajeesh had pawned some of it, and the rest was given back to the family once the police got involved. But as they dug deeper, they found no evidence against him. In fact, police reported they have been living together for the past 6 years. They have lived in many houses in that locality, and none of the neighbors or the landlords had any bad opinion about them. He was a daily wage worker, always showing up for work. There were no police records of abuse, nothing to prove Manju's claims. Still, one question remained. Where was Roslyn? And where was Padmam, who disappeared in September, just 3 months after Roslyn's disappearance? The police had no idea that these cases were connected. At first, they searched for Padmam using CCTV footage and mobile tower locations. And that's when they found something disturbing. Padmam was last seen with a man named Mohammad Shafi. Padmam's phone was traced to Elantur, which is about 113 kilometers from Kochi, where she lived before her disappearance. Police had also discovered that she received several calls from Shafi, and his last known location was near a house owned by a couple, Bhagwal Singh and his wife Leila. This discovery sent chills down the investigator's spine, because Roslyn's last mobile location was also near the same house in Elantur, which is about 123 kilometers from Kalladi, where she lived before her disappearance. How were these two women's mobile locations traced in Elantur when they lived far away from there? As police dug deeper, they found that Shafi had been in regular contact with Bhagwal Singh. It was suspicious, so police visited Elantur, where Bhagwal and Leila lived. From the outside, the couple seemed normal, a traditional healer and a poet living a peaceful life. But behind the closed doors, something much darker was happening. The couple's suspicious behavior led the police to question them further, and soon they confessed to killing those two women. And here is what happened. In 2019, Shafi made friends with Singh and his wife using a fake Facebook account. He promised to make them rich. He told them about a man named Rashid, and said that all they had to do was keep him happy. And later, Shafi pretended to be Rashid himself. Shafi was a master manipulator, a conman who fooled people into believing his twisted lies. Over the past 4 years, Shafi's influence over the couple grew to a point of total obedience. And the worst happened. He convinced Singh and Laila that human sacrifices would bring them wealth and solve their problems. Shafi first lured Rosalind to Singh's house in June. He promised her a role in local film and some money, but she never returned home. She was brutally killed by Shafi, Bhagwal and Laila. Months later, when Singh and Laila saw no change in their fortune, Shafi persuaded them to perform another sacrifice. And that's when they targeted Padma. The victims, Padmam and Rosalind, were brutally killed by them. The body parts of the victim were cut into pieces and buried in the backyard. But what's even more chilling, Singh and Laila carried on with their lives as if nothing had happened. They truly believed that they had done the right thing. One of the neighbors later told police that he had no idea what was happening next door. But he remembered that on the night of October 9th, Bhagwal Singh came to his house. Singh asked him about the CCTV cameras, whether they recorded vehicles passing towards his home. This was the first red flag. The camera in fact had captured the car used to transport the victims. During the investigation, the accused informed the officers that they had buried the body parts of one of the victims near a banana tree on the premises. And on October 11th, police teams arrived at Singh and Laila's house. The house was sealed off and the officers started searching for the bodies. After hours of digging near a banana tree, the police found what they feared: body parts buried in the soil. The stench was overwhelming. The case had taken a horrifying turn. DNA tests later confirmed the victims' identities. During the investigation, Shafi's wife revealed something suspicious. In late September, Shafi gave her Rs 40,000, claiming that he got it from selling an old vehicle. And following the trail, the police team found evidence of the accused having pawned the gold ring of one of the victims at a private finance firm at Elantur. The pieces of the puzzle were finally coming together. The police arrested Shafi, Bhagwal Singh and Laila, charging them with kidnapping, murder and conspiracy. The trial is ongoing, but the story has already left a deep scar in the hearts of many. But what was Shafi's motive? Pure greed and manipulation. He played on Singh's and Laila's insecurities, convincing them that human sacrifice would solve their problems. Singh and Laila were desperate, and they were willing to believe anything that promised them a way out of their struggles. And when the truth came out, the nation was horrified. People couldn't believe that such medieval practices still existed in modern times. The case highlighted how blind faith and desperation could lead to such horrific outcomes. As I tell you this story, I can't help but wonder, how could people be driven to such extremes? Was it desperation, blind faith, or was it Shafi's manipulative skills that pushed them over the edge? This story isn't just about a crime. It's about the darkness that can exist in human minds. It's about the innocent lives lost because of greed and superstition. And it's a wake-up call for all of us to stay vigilant and question blind beliefs. What do you think about this case? Let us know in the comments below. Until then, stay safe and take care.